Okay, a couple of further thoughts on the budget. A lot of righteous indignation around the broken promises of changing capital gains and negative gearing. I agree, they should have flagged this before the election. It's something ultimately that needs to be wound back if we want to bring a bit more fairness into the option or the opportunity of home ownership for younger Australians. For all those that have relied on capital gains and negative gear settings in terms of investing in property, you can bank those profits. This is grandfathered. It's just the signal is moving forward into the future, it won't be as advantageous as it has been. So I think all in all, this is a good change. Of course, we'll need to monitor how that impacts the market and everything else. What I want to talk about, though, is we are still not changing the settings to get a fairer return for Australians on our resources, in particular gas exports. The PRRT is still bringing in less revenue than beer. Australians should be pretty upset by that. Now, in terms of the defence spending, which is a huge increase, what we're also seeing is this myopic approach to national security. We know through the Office of National Intelligence that climate risk poses a massive issue to communities' safeties, and yet the government has done nothing on that. In fact, when it comes to looking at the unavailability or unaffordability of insurance, the government has cutely described it as they're going to develop measures to that hopefully place downward pressures on property insurance costs and reduce unintentional underinsurance. Now, that's with basically a plan to maybe help you in the future. There is very little investment into any kind of resilience or adaptation measures or emergency response. And as I say, a tokenistic look at how we're going to help you with insurance. The reality is, through the Office of National Intelligence report, climate risks are a massive aspect of our national security and yet is getting no attention. So the message from the Albanese government to communities that are worried about their future is you're on your own.